months down in 2021. That's crazy. But we're going to go ahead and get started. We want to be respectful of your time. Happy Tuesday. We're chugging along in this week. Um, we are a part of an amazing community that's all about educating and inspiring and supporting healthy living. And so, with February being Heart Health Month, we've had a couple of events. And so, it's the last week. So, we wanted to do another event as well. And so, last week we had an event where Alicia, who's on here, and also Vela, who's also on here, did an amazing job. It was such a great event, very powerful, very inspiring. Alicia is a cancer survivor, and Vela is a survivor of a heart attack, and she also had open heart surgery, I believe. And so her transformation has been amazing. And so if there's anybody on here that's interested in listening to that recording or seeing that Zoom, it it will inspire you. It will inspire you to move and do something for yourself. Um, to love on yourself, to love on your heart. You only get one, and so it's so important to take care of it the best way you can, which is why we've really been talking a lot about it this month. If some of you are friends of ours on social media, you've seen lots of posts about it. And so we wanted this one to just be fun and kind of upbeat and share some things that you probably don't normally hear about heart disease, is what we kind of wanted to share tonight. At the end, we'll do some raffles for a prize or two. So we just want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy. We have this event tonight. And then for those of you that are in South Florida, we have one last event to round out the month, which is our Heart Health Walk. And we'll meet up at a park Saturday morning to get our juices flowing, get our heart pumping, and get some exercise in before we start our weekend. So if you're interested in that and you are in South Florida, please get with the person that invited you on here tonight, and they can give you all the deets. So I think that was everything. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I'll start by saying I know heart health. We normally think about stroke. We normally think about heart attack. But my experience with heart health was with my mom, and we lost her to lung cancer. But the diagnosis came through her having troubles with her heart. Um, she was an avid walker. She would get up every morning and do her power walk, and that became difficult for her. She was having um, she was having pain in her chest, and she was having shortness of breath. And so she did what we normally do. You go to your primary, they don't see anything. It's your heart, so let's send you to the cardiologist. They do the routine EKG and stress test. They didn't see anything. And so I just encourage all of you to be advocates for yourself. Because if she had listened to them, um, we might not have found the lung cancer. So it actually took them almost 5 months to figure out that it was lung cancer. So, heart health isn't always just stroke or heart attack. It can affect you in many different ways. So, we wanted to give you some information and want you to be informed, and also tell you to listen to your body. You know your body better than anybody else. And so, when you know something's wrong or you feel like something's wrong, be an advocate for yourself. And so, all right, I will turn it over to Miss Michelle to present our information for tonight and start our event.
Thank you so much, Joy. I am going to share my screen. Hold on one second. Bear with me, guys. All right. No, that's not what I wanted to share. Where is it? Thank you for your patience, because I don't know why I don't see what I'm looking for right now. I always do this.
It happens.
Maybe it's here. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Can you guys see that? Perfect. Awesome. So we are just so glad that you decided to take the time to join us tonight. Thank you, Joy, for starting us off. Hold on, I'm trying to get this to function. Okay, so yes, all month long, we have been sharing tips on how to get heart healthier this month, but we want these things hopefully to last throughout the year and to become habits. You know, whether you chose one or two things that you learned throughout the month of us sharing, or even tonight, if you learn one or two things that you can start to implement, I mean, that gives us great joy. So I'm going to breeze through really quick some of the common things we hear all the time on how to get heart healthy, right? And like they always say, avoid smoking. We want to avoid smoking to keep our heart strong. Move your body. Okay, you want to be active. Improve your diet. Get to a healthy weight. And I love that the two before it help you get to a healthy weight. If you're improving your diet and moving your body, then you're definitely going to start to see those inches and pounds disappear, right? And we're going to talk a little bit more about those things. Then they also mentioned maintaining healthy cholesterol, blood pressure, and sugar. Well, believe me, if you're doing the three above that, then you're going to be working on also maintaining those healthy cholesterol level and blood pressure, because those are the things your body likes for you to do. And then lowering your stress. And
we're watching is like a picture, and it's just of the vitamin D. So if you want to bring the other here, no. So that's why, because I did a preview with you, I know that we're on the wrong slide, and that way everything you're referencing, we can follow along.
So right you now, cannot see what I'm looking at right now. You're looking at the vitamin D picture?
Picture of vitamin D mission. So just minimize that, and then you can continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I know that.
No, I thank you for interrupting, because then it doesn't make any sense. Okay, I think I have something open in the background that you might be looking at that I'm like, no. Yeah, when I was sharing, hold on, let me stop the share. Let me try it again. Now tell me if you see this. Do you see it now?
That's the slide. There we go.
Oh my gosh, guys, thank you for putting up with me tonight. Lord have mercy. Okay, so you heard me mention avoid smoking and all these steps that we see here, right? I was on the part where I was talking about lowering your stress levels. Now, mind you, my stress level is a little high right now, because I'm like, what am I doing wrong? But no, I'm calming back down. So lowering your stress levels, I feel like fitness has been a way for me to help lower my stress level. That has been my stress relief since God knows when. But there's so many ways that you can help to lower your stress level, whether it is from deep breathing, signing up for yoga. I love that me and Alicia were talking earlier, and she was just like, take a technology break. You know, sometimes technology is what's causing us so much stress. So, you know, if you were to do a Google how to lower stress, you'll find all kinds of helpful tips. So just keep that in mind, because stress is a silent killer, and you don't want to be stressed all the time and just having your body in that high level of stress. It's not good. And then this one at the end, practice good hygiene. This was something I learned years ago, but it was so interesting to me, because they say that your mouth is the window into your health. And so if you're having like issues within your mouth consistently, or just constantly having different things going on, you may want to check to make sure it's not an underlying issue, because sometimes those things could be, you know, letting you know that there's something else going on that's deeper rooted in your body. So even if you are having issues in the mouth, there's sometimes bacteria that can go through your bloodstream into your heart, and that's not good either. So, just be mindful of those type of things. But today we're going to talk about some things you probably don't hear too often. So I'm going to be sharing some tips, some simple ways that you can stay healthier and get your heart healthy. And, when you're getting your heart healthy, you're getting your whole body healthier. So the first tip I want to share is the vitamin D you guys were looking at earlier. So hopefully you got a good preview of this, and take a picture if you want to reference this later. But vitamin D is such a foundational thing that our body needs. And they say that over 75% of the world is vitamin D deficient. And that's not good. We all need to be getting a certain amount of vitamin D in our bodies every day, because it's helping our bodies in so many ways. But the issue is that vitamin D is only available from the sun during certain times of the day. So from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., the UVB rays are emitting vitamin D. But anytime earlier or later, they're not. So a lot of times people are like, well, I'm in the sun all the time. Well, they may be in the sun before or after the time that the sun is emitting the rays for vitamin D, so then they're deficient. So then you would have to supplement alongside that. So the sun is our best source, but then there are some food groups that also contain vitamin D, and you see them at the bottom here. It says salmon, mackerel, eggs, sardines, caviar. There's mushrooms that contain vitamin D also. But in order for you to get enough vitamin D from those food groups, you would have to eat so much. So supplementing is probably your best bet, along with trying to get sun at those available times between 10 and 2. Maybe if you're on your lunch break, you can go outside, catch some rays, if you're not just heads down. And so be mindful of that, because it's pretty foundational that we get vitamin D. And last year, I know one of the things that I learned was a lot of the patients that were on ventilators from COVID, they noticed that they were all deficient in vitamin D. That was one thing that was consistent with all those patients that ended up being on ventilators. They were very low in vitamin D. So we know that vitamin D can help to starve off several things. If you have that in your body, it can help to starve off a lot of other issues. So just keep that in mind. If you don't have vitamin D, run out to the store and get it. It's really reasonable, very cheap at the store. So you can just pile up your vitamin D for the year and be ready to go. Okay, my next tip is getting your omegas. So just like vitamin D, a lot of us are deficient in omegas. And I know I grew up where my mom would line us up. Oh gosh, it was torture. Line us up to take a spoonful of fish oil, and it tasted so terrible. And then you would burp after and taste the fish. It was horrible. But that usually only contained like omega-3s. And knowing that there's so many omegas out there, all of them are really good for you, and they work in synergy together. And if you're getting them from plants, even better. So we see here at the top of this list, omegas help with cardiovascular health, with brain health, depression, anxiety, eye health. I will say I've been taking a plant-based omega for I think over 3 years now, and my vision has reverted back to what it was when I was in high school, which is crazy because I'm in my 40s now, and everyone warned me towards the end of my 30s that my vision was going to get worse. And surprisingly, my vision has improved. And the only thing I can attribute that to is my omegas. Is because over the years, my vision pretty much stayed the same, but for it to improve, incredible. So just knowing that when you're adding in like some of these foundational things, it's not only helping with cardiovascular health, but it's helping your entire body overall. Amazing. So run out and get your omegas, and I can tell you a really great source of plant-based omegas, which I'll lead into that in a little bit. So next, we're going to talk about gut health. And if there's conversation going, hopefully Joy and Alicia are taking care of that, because I can't see it with me sharing the screen. But the next 2 really good things you want to incorporate to help your heart is prebiotics and probiotics. And so what are prebiotics? Prebiotics are that healthy fiber that we're getting from different types of food, right? And so this helps our body absorb nutrients even better. If you look at this, it's reducing the risk of infection and inflammatory conditions. So prebiotics are found in things like apples, artichoke. You can find them in mushrooms, nuts, oats. You see the list right down here. So making sure you're getting a lot of fiber in your diet is really good for your gut and good for your heart and good for your body overall. Then probiotics, the difference of probiotics is probiotics are healthy bacteria. So the healthy bacteria is helping to fight the unhealthy bacteria that's in your gut. And we all have bacteria in our gut. We just want to have more of the healthy bacteria versus the unhealthy. So you hear things like, my family loves kombucha. Kombucha has that healthy bacteria that's good for gut health. There's live cultures in it. Foods like yogurt, but you want to get the yogurts that aren't full of sugar, because a lot of times you'll find them saying, hey, there's all this healthy bacteria in yogurt. And then you look at the yogurt, it has like 25 grams of sugar. That kind of negates the fact that it has the healthy bacteria. If you're putting all that sugar in, because sugar is just like, sugar is not good. Sugar is feeding cancer cells. Sugar is just feeding all the wrong things. You want to reduce the sugar, but still have those healthy bacteria in there. So there's other things such as sauerkraut, kefir, or you can even choose to take a probiotic supplement, and even prebiotics. There's prebiotics that are also in supplement form too, or you can find other ways and other foods that those things are in. So I'm going to share a few ways right now. So here we see that you should color your plate. This plate is full of prebiotics and probiotics. It has the fibers that our gut needs, and then it also has the probiotics, which is that healthy bacteria you find in fruits and vegetables. And so you see here at the top, it says, eating these things help to reduce the risk of heart disease. It promotes healthy eyes and skin. I mean, it doesn't just do that one thing, it does all these other things, right? And that's the beauty of when you're reaching for the right things. It's not just working on one problem, it's working on your overall body. So I love all of these things that this can do. So color your plate. They tell us we should be eating half a plate at every meal, which is 3 times a day, full of fruits and vegetables, because that's where you're going to find your healthy probiotics, which is the fiber, and your, the prebiotics are the fiber, and the probiotics are the healthy bacteria, which is in all these fruits and vegetables and all these anti-inflammatories. So the fact is, only 1 in 10 Americans are eating enough fruits and vegetables. Oh my gosh. And today I probably am guilty of that. I know I didn't get enough today. And so I'm going to ask the question later on how many you think we should be eating. So probiotics, here are some of the benefits of probiotics. Once again, we see the heart. I love that the heart is always like on display here. A healthier heart and a stronger heart. Good bacteria for our gut. Now, ladies, I don't know who doesn't want the weight loss that you see here. It helps to get rid of allergies, guys. Who knew, right? That you could get rid of allergies by adding in better things in your bodies. I always grew up thinking, hey, you're going to have allergies for the rest of your life. You're born with it. That's how you are. But you can actually get rid of allergies. I have friends who have done that. Healthier immune system, better mental health. And guess what? No more diarrhea. Thanks to probiotics, you're putting in the right things. So now your gut health is in better form and you're not having issues in the bathroom. And so here is the source of prebiotics and probiotics that me and my family take every day. This is our complete protein powder, which is filled with prebiotics. It has 8 grams of fiber. So that's what we need to help to clean out the gut and to help our bodies better absorb nutrients. And it tastes amazing. Wouldn't think of it of just a prebiotic. And then the probiotics is the micronutrients we see here. So this is the macronutrients, the prebiotics, but the probiotics have all this concentrated powders from 30 fruits and vegetables. It comes in vegetables, fruits, and a berry blend. And the berry blend, all the blends have had research done on them, but especially the berry blend, there was a lot of studies done on with the berry blend and how it improves cardiovascular health. We have 8 studies on just the capsules and the gummies alone, showing that it improves cardiovascular health, which is incredible. It acts the same as if you were eating all those fruits and vegetables, but I don't know how many of you are able to get in 30 fruits and vegetables in your diet every day. I know I don't. I don't know how I could possibly do that, but I do with this simple way of adding it in. And I know that it's helping my heart, helping my family's heart, and just helping to break the cycle of disease that runs in my family, because my family is filled with heart disease and diabetes and you name it. Dementia is another thing. And that is a reason why I'm really happy that I'm taking an omega for brain health, along with all these other things that also help with that too. And so I want you guys to jump in the chat and tell me, and this is if you are not part of our community already, because if you're part of our community, you probably already know the answer to this. So we'll leave it to the ones that are new. How many servings of fruits and veggies should you eat every day as an adult? And Alicia and Joy, you guys can give me the thumbs up when you see a bunch of responses so that I don't click over and give away the answer. Oh, and I forgot to ask you guys, what are some of the ways that you relieve stress? I'm dying to read the chat. You still answering?
One response so far.
Oh, so no one's taking any guesses on how many servings? Let's see.
Got a couple.
Okay. Looking like anyone guessed correctly? Got some good guesses? All right. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll over. The answer is adults need 2 cups of fruit and 3 cups of veggies. Kids need 1 to 2 cups of fruit and 1 to 3 cups of veggies. But what that equates to is adults need 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables, and children need 7 to 9 servings. So they're saying it in forms of a cup, but when it comes to like a serving size, which is usually the size of your fist, those are the serving sizes that we need to be getting enough fruits and vegetables every day. And you know, that number changes, can change, because the quality of our fruits and vegetables aren't what they used to be. There's, you know, things that are sprayed on our fruits and vegetables. So then we have to eat a little bit more to make up for some of the inconsistencies in the quality of what we're eating. But I'm not sure about you. I'm going to stop sharing now. Stop share. My eyes are all over the place. I'm going to go into this mode. I see the beautiful Alicia on my screen. Did I spotlight you, Alicia? It looks like it. Am I spotlighted? I'm trying to change my view and I can't. Okay, there we go. So I want to open it up and see. You cannot eat. I love that, Sharice. You cannot eat too many vegetables. You're absolutely right. And that's the thing nowadays, more than ever, you know, between our environment, you know, our stress, what we're eating, all the environmental factors that are out there, what's in our water, what we're putting on our skin, we cannot eat enough fruits and vegetables. We need to be eating them. There's a doctor that says we should be eating them out of a trough like a horse. That's how many fruits and vegetables we should be eating. But those are the things that will protect your body, protect your heart. I see so many of you on here. Did you have any like questions? Did you have any ways, any tips that you wanted to share with us? Because I know I mentioned relieving stress. And if there's anyone in here that has stress relieving techniques, feel free to share. I know there's a lot of my fitness people in here. That's how they're relieving their stress. I know Lynette dances. I know that's her stress relief. Remembering to take time to breathe. Yes. Taking some deep breaths. I had to do that a few times yesterday. So Joy, I don't sleep. Yeah, sleep is important. We need 8 hours plus. I love that. Listening to music. Yes. Zumba. Afro-Caribbean. Oh yeah. I'm right with you, Myrna. I haven't been back for a while, but I miss it. I like that suggestion, Alicia. There are a couple of apps out there. I know I have one on my phone. I think it's called Relaxing Melodies, that they even have like a meditation. They have relaxing sounds that just really calm, make you calm. Yeah, Relax Melodies is the one I have on my phone, but can really calm you down. What did Tia say? I missed it. Proper sleep, just getting started working out at least 2 to 3 times. Yes, I love it. All right, so I know we're doing a raffle. I don't know if, Joy, did you have the 2 winners of our raffle? We're doing a random raffle for the guests that are on.
All right, so are we doing random or are we doing who answered? I know we talked about both. And so we had, let's see, the first person that answered for our, the question that you asked was Shawnee. And she said 8. And then Cherie said no less than 8. And then Myrna said 12. Sorry, I was reading the chat still.
Shawnee, is that your cousin? Hey,
Shawnee.
Yes.
Hi.
And then Myrna. Awesome. So ladies, we will be getting your information. We're sending you some gift cards for participating. We just wanted to really end this month with some more information that hopefully is valuable to you, that you can share with others. Look into adding the vitamin D, getting omegas. We provide a plant-based omega. It wasn't in the pictures, but we also have a plant-based omega that we share. And it is one of the best ones out there. It's super reasonable. And like I said, it's just kind of foundational. A lot of us are lacking in omegas and we don't even realize it. And when we're lacking in one thing, it can cause other things to occur, later on. So yes, Stella, how did we not mention this? Because I actually did a whole live about gardening is therapy. And a lot of us on here have our own vertical growing system garden. And for me, I don't have a black thumb, but it definitely has been therapy for me. Just growing things over the years. I've had mine for 9 years now. And it's a fun thing to do. It gives you that sense of accomplishment. And then you get to eat it too. Doesn't get better. So gardening is actually the #1 hobby in the country, if you didn't know. So I guess a lot of people use that as stress relief. Yes, vitamin D. Yes, and you get your vitamin D while you're out there gardening. Yes, Bella. Bella's a pro, guys.
Yeah, she's just full of information.
Oh, yeah. I got some tomatoes from Alicia earlier. Jordan already used it in her omelet, by the way. Alicia, yes. I'm going to be eating them, popping them in my mouth. So thank you everyone who was able to join us tonight. We didn't want to make this a super long event. We wanted to give you the information. And we just wanted to be a resource as we close out Heart Health Month, and just wishing you good health. let us know if you have any questions in the future. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to stop the recording.